Are you guys ready for some breakfast? Huh? Big boy. Hi. Hey, Mart. Good morning. Hey, Mart. You ready? I thought so. Okay. He slept in the house all night, nice and toasty, but he's been out and gone on his walk and realized that it's very frozen out there this morning. And he's thinking about wanting inside, which you can come in, but I'm going out. I have not seen Morris yet. And I have extra chickens this morning, really big chickens. There comes Morris. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad you stayed warm, and I'm glad you're home. That's a good boy. Yeah. Come on, Morris. Come up here, honey. Come on, bud. Come on. Morris. Hi. You're not afraid of me this morning, are you? I sound more normal. Oh, goodness gracious, I don't like the noises chickens make. Come on, bud. There we go. I just was really sleepy, Mom. Those chickens are so noisy. Uh-oh. I don't know why he's afraid of me. He'll go back up. I haven't done anything to him. He just gets like that sometimes. Poor guy. Clear and brisk. Don't I sound better? Not 100%, but my voice quality has greatly improved. Yeah. So I did walk out there and replace the water in the bird bath. I'm trying to do that every other day. To, you know, anything the birds leave behind and anything the trees drop down, keep it clean. That rock is doing a great job of keeping it heated, and with all the activity, I really think it adds to the yard as far as having the birds want to be here. Now we got the creek with the water in it, but they seem to really like the bird bath, so I topped off the seed and the feeders. We're having a cold day, so in a frozen morning we'll have more activity than on a 70-degree day. And I'm not making Don walk this morning, but he's gonna go to the landfill, and he has one little project if he gets back from the landfill and he feels good enough that he wanted to tackle, so he's got stuff to do. Poor Don's still coughing this morning, still getting stuff up, still. Yeah.
But I feel I'm 90%. I'm not going to let it hold me back today. I'm off today, but I got things to do. But if I was still working this week, I would work today.
Yeah, you feel good enough to work, not call out. Yeah. Which was not the case yesterday.
Yeah.
Don slept a lot yesterday. He seemed to really need it.
Yeah.
That was a nice way to spend
yeah.
the day off. Well, I'm going to try to make the rounds. I had considered canceling, but then didn't. And I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to get in the low 40s today.
Yeah, it's not going to get really warm, but the wind, at least here at the house right now, is not miserable.
Sure.
So. Good morning, Gray. Hi. Oh, that's what I like to see. A girl that's all happy to see me. Yeah, did you figure out that Johnny's gone away for a couple days? And I'm your go-to mama. Come here. Oh, she hid. I talked too loud. I got a little too excited. She'll come back. Coming over the hill over here, and I'm seeing something really red, and you know what it is? It's Nandina berries over here, where I didn't know I had Nandina berries. It's basically invasive, but I mostly choose to let it do its thing in the yard. There's only so many invasive things you can attack. And at least it's pretty. It's questionable if those berries are helpful to the birds or not, but anyway, it's 10:28, so I used up all my cushion. I thought I was going to be not worried about being late and on time, and yeah, I've used up my cushion. All right. It is a nice day, sun-wise, clear skies, you know, winter pretty. It is a nice day. I've got Ruby driving here. My arrival time shows 10:55, so hopefully that works out for me. It could be slightly lighter traffic up at the shopping centers. That would be good. So I might be nuts. I gave Ruby just a little bit of acceleration there because there was a car coming and I didn't want her to think too long and miss the window. I might be crazy going into Whole Foods because it's the 30th and people will be out buying New Year's Eve food. Don and I don't eat party food, so we don't end up eating New Year's food. We're lucky if we're still awake at midnight. That's not actually true. We're always awake at midnight. Just how much did we sleep between whenever we fell asleep at midnight? So I've really been enjoying Techna Danny, her posts on X about her new Model X that she got for her birthday, which was right before Christmas. She's very pregnant. She has a Cybertruck and she's done content on the Cybertruck. Great pregnancy picture in front of the Cybertruck. But she has a glacier blue, I guess it must be a plaid Model X because it has the red calipers. And she's over the moon about that for her and the new baby to be driving around with, and loving her Falcon Wing doors. And boy, is it great to see an influencer buy a Model X that's happy with their Model X and talking good things about it. I did leave Kyle a comment about his video, and he did answer me back, and I'm not in any way mad about Kyle for his video. He did express that he really just wants Tesla to make it the top of the brand luxury car he thinks it can be, versus, you know, it's not got a lot of stuff on it content wise that the Model Y doesn't have. I don't know. I see people commenting on what they want or think the X should be all the time, and I respect Kyle's opinions because he's driven one enough. You know, his best friend Ben had one for a while, and they were going around all over downtown Raleigh in it and having fun, and they did that towing video with it, and you know, there's definitely some love there for the Model X, so I know it's not a hate thing. As a young person without a family, I can totally understand why the Model X wouldn't have some of the appeal, but for moms and somewhat older people, as far as ease of getting in and out, I think there can be a lot of appeal there. Although, you know, there's a lot of older people with a Model 3, and Dawn and I, we just can't understand because I guess we've, you know, based back pain, age, conditioning, you know, we just don't want to fool with getting in and out of the Model 3. But there's more older people getting in and out of a Model 3 than I would have suspected, and that's even when there's a Model Y. I don't know if that's marketing failure on ride height and comfort, or they're not suffering with the same afflictions that I am or Dawn is. But yeah, we just like the higher ride height, so you know why there's no S or 3 in our garage. Although I'd gladly get in and out of the S to get to drive the S. I don't know. Anyway, I've been enjoying Techna Danny's content. I'm not mad at Kyle. It's good to have discussions. I would be the last person to want to shut down discussions, but there's been a lot of people with opinions on X in particular that predisposed me a little bit to how I was going to feel about the video about the Model X from Kyle, because you know, people, lots of influencers trying to make money over generating emotions with regard to the X versus the Lucid Gravity and also demanding from Tesla that they get a minivan out there, or a SUV that's more like, you know, the R1S, or, you know, and so somehow they think that Tesla needs to fix or change the Model X. And while I would support some creature comforts that might put it back up there, you know, what people would think it would be, you know, the difference in money would be worth it or whatever, and that you know, for Tesla to fill the niche there in the mid-range SUV, you know, R1S size vehicle or whatever, fine, but we don't have to take the Model X and tear it apart. It's all, you know, I don't want a Model X without wings. So, you know, if you people out there don't like wings, don't buy the Model X. But I can tell you 10 advantages of why having the wings is a really good thing, and I can tell you 1 or 2 reasons why they're, you know, still worth it to me, but you might not want them. And then, you know, let's just go on with that conversation. But I will continue to love every one of Danny's posts about her new Model X, and just am thrilled to see her enjoying it and sharing the love. Obviously, some people choosing the Y. The most people are choosing the Y over the X because of cost. And the second reason is there's a subset of people that don't want anything to do with the wings. And in most cases, they're saying that because they've never lived with them. But, you know, hey, if they're not for you, that's fine. Not trying to shove my preferences on other people. But in some cases, it's not having ever lived with them and really appreciating what they are. You know, back when I got the car, you had to be able to tolerate some attention getting with it. And like the Cybertruck owners have been going through this year, they're probably a little bit worse, but I don't know. I used to open up the wings in Walmart and people would rush over with what was that car. So I understand some people avoid it because they don't want the attention. I would say in 2026, everyone has seen Model X wings in the entire country. Maybe there are a few places left, but I don't think you got to worry about the attention getting part too much with opening the wings anymore. Much less. Let's just say it, much less than it used to be. So I don't know, but I do think there's a definite handful of Tesla drivers driving a 3 or a Y that would have rather have had an X, and they don't have it because it costs more. And it costs more because Elon never fixed the economies of scale, and probably some of the things do cost more on it, and it was meant to help pay for the other stuff. So I don't know that it's ever going to come down to a price that people will be happy with. So I don't know, for some reason she wants to take me this way today. And I may regret this, but I'm going to let her do it. Usually, I guess, I'm driving here, so I probably never even consider coming over and getting into this lane. I mean, the other light is still red. This could end up being a good thing for me. FSD handled that quite nicely. And there shouldn't be any reason to regret. This is just, instead of going through the shopping center, this is going on the road behind the shopping center. There shouldn't be any reason to regret this. I mean, it shouldn't be worse. It might not be a lot better. I want to say last time I might have had a problem with what lane she got into over here, just in the perspective of then I had to get back over in the other lane. I'm not seeing that happening this time though, but I don't know, I need to be in the right lane. She did get me over. No, we want to go over, Ruby. Ruby, we want to go over. I took control. She wanted to turn right here and she needed to get. So that is a little bit of a recollection from me as far as her not handling the lane. Now, she still might have gotten over, but I was just all tired of it. And I'm just going to choose not to move and let this person... Oh, what is this person doing? Watch out for the pedestrian! Jesus! I'm glad that worked out okay. I'm glad it worked out okay. I did get here on time, but that light up at the front of the shopping center just about did me in, waiting extra long. People in the turn lane today. People not paying attention, you know, the usual. Ruby always picks up some real nice heat sitting over here in the sun. I suppose I could try to remember to precondition my car. I think about it more when it's hot than I do when it's cold. I've got the time and I'm feeling good enough, so I'm gonna go look. Okay. Don't mind that there was a pedestrian there. Amazing. He wanted that spot by that rental truck there, and gosh darn it, he was going to get that spot. What I was trying to say is that my guess would be they're still just sitting there, or if I've had really bad luck, they discounted them the 1 week that I didn't come because of Christmas to get rid of them. And they're gone. Doesn't matter. I did grab my jacket, and boy, I'm glad I put my jacket on. I don't like to drive with it on, but I did put it in the car, and I did put it on before I walked in. So there's that. Still not marked down. Well, the Japanese maples were not on sale. I didn't remember to scan the UPC code just to double check at the red checkout, but they weren't on sale. And you know, maybe that guy couldn't see me because of the tree. I think they just wanted to turn, and the fact that there was somebody there was just a bother to them. But I don't know, I'm just looking at how that happened, because I didn't walk out in front of him. He turned almost into me, was really sort of what happened there. Anyway, no tree. I found too many flags on clearance. They were about $2.70 each, including tax. They were like, you know, $2.50. $2.52 was the clearance price, and $5.41 was the total. So about $2.70 each. As you know, that's a good price. And then I'll get 70 cents off for the transaction through Amazon, so that made them even cheaper. Yeah. And I had a little walk. That was nice. Don's eating leftover pizza from last night and then fixing to go to the landfill. Neither one of us was super hungry, so there was some leftover. It was really yummy, although I have to say the tomato sauce in general, I think, you know, my taste buds are still just a bit subdued. There's a very puffed up mockingbird there on the bush trying to stay warm in the sunshine. I don't blame you, buddy. There is a little bit of a breeze now. It's nothing serious. And there were lots of those huge pickup trucks in that general area where I like to park, so that wasn't happening today, even though that would have been my preference. I found this cute cat shopping bag. It's 3. And I found this nice Valentine's Day blanket. It's 4. It's going on 2:30 now. I'm all loaded up and trying to warm back up. You know, being out in the cold, loading the car, walking the hill, putting the cart back, you know, without my jacket. Sorry. I know I should have had it, but I left it in the car. My bad. It was just a disaster in there today. A sheer number of people. And, yeah, it was just a lot of people in there today. A lot of very fast moving young people. And I used to be one of those, but I'm not anymore. You know, they reach in beside you. They, you know, all of a sudden they're in front of you and you've got to completely stop your stride. It's mostly about being rude, but fast and rude together, coupled together, is kind of not a winning combination. Anyway, I'm headed back home. Got what I needed. Don't think I missed anything. And I'm still feeling good, pretty good. Every once in a while, the cough isn't, you know, comes back as annoying, but all things considered, it's not very frequent. I finished editing yesterday's video with Gray. Since Johnny's not home, you know, I wanted to spend some time with her. I'm gonna pick up where I left off last night and start with bag 7. I've got a picanha roast in the oven, so that's probably gonna take at least an hour. It's a pretty good size roast. So I got a little bit to work on this. I did bags 7 and 8 and I'm stopping. It's going on 7:15. The meat's at 124 and I'm going to 145, you know, medium rare. So it is gonna, that last little bit goes really quick. I'm not going to start another bag. Tomorrow I get to assemble the track. I said I get to assemble the track that makes the gonna go over these gears that makes the chocolate go around. So pretty cool, huh? So the boys on X are making fun of their wives and their cable management. And I told tech operator yesterday that it was his fault.
Yeah.
Because he should be moving the car and plugging and unplugging for his wife. And the reason that it's not how, it's his fault because it's not how he wants it. And then, of course, it's all in good jest. It's really not. I'm sure there's plenty of men that don't care or do right by the cable. But this one guy's now posted a picture of his wife that drove over the cable, parked over top of it, which sounds enough worthy of being slightly frustrated over, maybe. And then, another guy was basically, if it's not wrapped appropriately around the Tesla, the wall connector, the base thing, the way it's supposed to be or whatever.
She doesn't uncall wire hoses either. She pulls them really good at pulling them out. They grind them up. There's no...
Well, so you could go on X now and say it's all well and good with the charging cable, but don't ask how she manages the water hose. I give permission for you to go out there and give me and tease me about it. But anyway, I thought you should see Don for a minute. He is alive and well. I'm doing although he told me, he says that whenever I'm filming, and then it's not good. It's not good to laugh when you still have a little bit of a throat problem. It's all good until the laughing start. But he has had me take his temperature a couple times today and told me that he felt warm.
That's right.
Multiple times.
She's taking good care of him.
Oh, I don't know. My
best nurse in the whole wide world.
Yeah, he said that every time I told him he had to go gargle with salt water.
Be nice.
So I don't know if any of the stuff we did helped worth a flip.
Right.
So we took vitamin C and zinc. We chopped up raw garlic and ate it. Yeah. We did salt water in our nose and we did salt water in our throat.
Yeah.
And we took something we not recommended, but we tried that too. We took a little something, and
yeah, the throat was the worst part.
Yeah, well, the throat was the worst part. But anyway, I don't know if any of that stuff did any good, but I told Dawn, on the other hand, it's only been 5 days and we're not in the hospital and we don't have bronchitis, pneumonia, or a sinus infection. So never say never about whether it helped or it didn't help. But I'd like to tell you, Dawn it gets worse at night. I'm so glad that I brought a little jocularity.
Thank you so much, sweetheart, for filming me having a coffee attack. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm over here dying, and she's over there.
I'm sorry.
You're making me have a coughing attack. This video me. I kept wondering, where is she gonna shut the hell up? I want to cough.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Well, it's been a little stressful here this week. Now we've been laughing. I was gonna say, soda is not good for the throat. We were drinking a soda, and I find that like the pecans, they don't go. There's certain foods that aren't going down really good right now.
Well,
so you'll
irritate. They're not smoothing.
Right, they irritate. It's not like a ice cream.
Oh yeah,
plain ice cream.
Good.
Yeah.
Coffee does good too.
Yeah. Anyway, I went out to the garage and filmed a little video of how to properly plug and unplug the car just so I could fool around.
That's right.
Dish back at those guys a little bit, I guess. Right. I don't know.
That's right.
But you go out and tell them about the hose reel. And anyway, Don is still here and he swears we're going to the gym tomorrow. And I told him, I don't know. We can't. I haven't seen Gone go for more than an hour without not being sure if you're headed in the right direction.
Right. I would say, well, all I was really trying to communicate this morning when I got up, I thought was pretty well. But I've gotten worse as the days went on. So now I'm not doing so good. It gets worse at night.
It does. Yeah, and Don did go to the landfill today, but then thought better of working on getting under the house. Well, it would have been it might have been warmer under the house today. Probably was 55, 60 degrees under the house.
Yeah, it's about something like that. But It was cold out there.
It was cold out there today. Yeah, we were watching Kyle's video with his new DC fast charging stuff, and
3 new chargers.
Him and Scott were out there this morning, and it was cold here in Raleigh Durham area. It was in the 20s. Yeah, I had frozen water in the water bowls and everything. So, all right. Well, Don's still kicking. He's still over here and kicking. And I would say we're still moving in the right direction. Yeah. But it's just not been super as fast as we would have appreciated.
I have to admit, as I said, the first couple days really weren't that bad. That was basically chills and stuff. It was that third night with the throat problem, and the fourth night and last night was better.
Yeah, well, I last night was Monday night. Sunday night, Don and I both took the cough syrup with codeine in it so we could go to sleep, because we were sitting on the couch just cough. It was hard to, Yes. And then last night, Dawn, you can't take diphenhydramine or Benadryl or other antihistamines at the same time, decongestants, that you're taking the cough syrup with codeine. So Dawn opted for 2 Benadryl. I'm going to sleep. And, when you only take a Benadryl every once in a while, it knocks you out. And he needed to try to dry up the congestion.
I wanted to dry it up.
And I thought I was going to go to bed with nothing.
Yes,
I'm going to tough it out. I done used the salt water rinse. I'm going to bed, and I laid down, and I about started to die. I was coughing so bad. When you lay down, the drainage is different. And Don got up out of his nice warm bed and got the cough syrup for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And I took the teaspoon of cough syrup, and then I might have coughed a couple times during the night, but I slept good. I slept through the night without any more trouble. It's amazing how fast that kicked in and knocked me out.
Good stuff.
Yeah, seriously. If you're suffering post-cold cough, do not allow your husband to put Jeff Foxworthy on the television. Donald.